The minors named will be over 18 years of age before the protection order expires.
Yeah.
And will have the jurisdiction of emancipation at the age of 16.
Yeah.
They have the jurisdiction of law to sue the court at the age of 14.
Yes.
And at the age of 13, they have the right to have their own Superior Court case number with all the necessary requirements of state and federal laws.
Yeah.
Now, I know that this state, the state of Washington, does not have continuing exclusive jurisdiction
Mm-hmm.
because they did not ask the minor name, do you want us to have control? Or do you want to have control of the protection order as the named petitioner?
Yes.
And then that way,
Yes.
your parent
Yes.
can actually sign for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I documented a few things that are necessary to terminate the parenting rights of a father.
Yeah.
Kind of went through some of the forms last night at the library and I put some pictures on the war crimes drive.
Yeah.
You know, when you issue a protection order
Mm-hmm.
that did not protect the rights of the minors named at the age of 13,
Yes.
didn't protect their rights as minors at the age of 14 to have you sued for including them,
Yes.
didn't include the right to emancipation at the age of 16.
Yeah.
And then you issue a dissolution of marriage where you don't have the jurisdiction of law. I'm absolutely certain that I'm going to be wanting to use the courts of the United States,
Mm-hmm.
the courts of the United Nations,
Yes.
the courts of The Hague,
Yes.
and then every member nation of The Hague and the United Nations
Yes.
where children do have some rights because there is some legal liability to other nations. Now, just thinking about this whole idea that, well, we don't have to enforce the rights of citizens.
Yes.
I know you say I don't have a lawsuit today.
Mm-hmm.
There's no possible way that I would have some legal reason to be able to sue.
Yes.
It's bad enough that you violated the laws,
Yes.
the rights, the treaties, and the constitutions of the world. But my thought is, as I go through each and every nation of the world, I know. You're the sheriff.
Poop.
Now, there's what's known as purple. hmm for those in the family,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
hmm I'd say, well, purple always wins. Pooch, witches know. Oh, let's see here. I put in here, yes, I want all the fraud, forgery, kidnapping, child abuse, and conspiracy and hate crimes removed from the courts.
Yes.
You said we don't have to remove the court orders. I said that Heidi Lee Budner was not Heidi Lee Budnick.
Yes.
Let's say that I found out that somebody was impersonating the actual mother of the five minors named.
Yes.
And there was forgery and fraud in the issuance of the dissolution of marriage.
Yep.
And then I found out that the court in Healthy Families of Clallam County decided in their fiduciary capacity that they could violate the rights of Zachary James Budnick
Oh.
without an actual signature of a parent. Now, when a charity
Yes.
thinks that they're the parent of a child when they're not,
Yes.
is different than the domestic violence advocacy of the woman that alleges domestic violence on Guam. Now, if I wanted to get suing today,
Yes.
there's Child Protection Services. Oh, could you get me all their employees? There's the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the civil rights that are being violated of those that are 13 years old and older. The right to due process, the right to their own case number. Oh, the right to file as a petitioner. Ouch. The legal right to use the judicial system of the United States of America. Now, let's say you're an employee of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Robert? It's Paul. I do want to know every employee of the FBI because I called you
Yes.
and I told you that my civil rights are being violated. And somebody was a big penis head in the FBI right now. Now, for every idiot that happens to be employed in the Bureau, I've emailed every field office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and all of them don't seem to have a problem protecting the rights of the minors named known as children. Now, let's say I sued you for child abuse. For every idiot that is employed in the federal